Hey guys, Adam here again. Wanted to walk you through Article Forge 3.0. I'm going to talk a little bit about the product, how it works, do the case studies. We'll talk about pricing, and then I will log in and walk you through exactly how we get high quality content. It usually takes a little bit longer than 60 seconds, but I think you'll be super impressed. Um, One awesome thing about this is they do offer a free trial with a 30-day money back guarantee. And I think that particular aspect is awesome. And you should definitely give them a shot based on that alone. So let's talk a little bit about how it works and what it is. So basically, Article Forge is an AI content writer. There are a number of different companies out there, and I think this is one of the better ones. I have tried a bunch, both expensive and cheap. I've tried free. I've done ones where they require a ton of content data entry, and this one does not require a lot, which I think is fantastic. It's basically trained on millions of pieces of data on tons of different topics and can write in multiple different languages. So the key components here are that you're going to save some time. Ideally, you'll save some money, but we'll talk about how much you have to utilize this to make it worth your while, and then rank higher. I think that's a really important piece. So really what they're focused on is providing rich content, provides relevant titles, videos, images, and links to fill out your content. And basically, the content generator uses an LSI keyword innovator. Basically, it's similar terms if you're not sure what LSI means. So if you were talking about a hairdresser, it might also talk about a stylist or a barber or something relevant. Depending on what your keywords are. It's again, with automobiles, it would be cars, trucks, SUVs, stuff like that. True SEO automation, it will help to automate your SEO efforts and allows you to post directly to WordPress. It has API tools and integrations, and it allows you to kind of really run this thing on autopilot. As mentioned before, foreign languages are available, up to 7 different languages. We'll talk about that in a few minutes when we walk through the actual setup. And again, something I think is really important is it offers a 5-day free trial. And it does have a 30-day money back guarantee. And I'm just going to go back to the homepage because I think that's really where they talk about that. But really, what we're looking for, and I think the critical piece for most people looking for an AI copywriter is unique content with the same quality as a human for a fraction of the cost. Now, again, depending on how much you use this, if you use it once a day, once a week, once a month, multiple times a day, that really is going to determine whether it's for a fraction of the cost or not. If you're only writing one article per month, it doesn't really pay it, or it's not really worthwhile. But if you're writing more than that, a couple pieces per month or a week, especially on a daily basis, it really does become very valuable. And again, it's born out of 5 years of artificial intelligence research. There's a lot of AI copywriting softwares out there. This one I think is pretty solid. It does offer SEO optimized content. There are some simple examples here if you want to look at kind of how they write in short bursts with main keywords and sub keywords available. So really simply how it works is what we're going to do is we're going to enter in a keyword, and then we're going to enter in a couple optional sub keywords. We're going to talk about our article length. There's multiple options there, and any other requirements that we have as far as inserting images, videos, stuff like that. It says wait 60 seconds. I don't usually find it to be that fast. Now, granted, I've never done a 250-word article or a 50-word article. Everything I do is in the 750 range. So it usually takes me a few minutes. But I would assume that if you were using a 50-word article, 60 seconds is a no-brainer. And then you receive the article, very simply. Something super important is each article created passes Copyscape with 0 duplicate content. So it's not going out there and finding similar articles and just cutting and pasting into your article. It's creating completely brand new content. Uh, you do have a 5-day free trial opportunity. I, again, will provide a link below for you to do that. And the differences here are $57 a month or $27 a month if you pay up front and use it yearly. It's all the same stuff. So as you notice, it's not like there's a better piece of software that comes with the yearly package. It's just based on you pay up front, and it's literally twice the cost if you don't. I personally paid up front. I got it for the full year. I thought it was a no-brainer for me. Again, using this a couple times a week, it's absolutely worthwhile. Anytime you get any decent writing, it's going to cost you at least $5 to $10 per article. So if you use it 3 times in a month, I think it's worthwhile. Because again, a 750 word article 3 times is usually going to cost you at least $10. And again, this is high quality stuff, and we'll get into that in a minute. Most important for people that are worried about risk, no risk money back guarantee, 30 days. So on top of getting the 5-day free trial, they offer a no strings attached, which means cancel for any reason you feel like. And if you use it if you create less than 10 articles and find it doesn't live up to your expectations, just contact us and we'll give you a no hassle, no questions asked refund. Now, I don't know if they would be a haggler on the 10 pieces, but usually if you're making 10 pieces, you're pretty satisfied with this thing anyway, and it's probably worth it. Again, it's probably worth the $57, and or if you paid up front, that would be for the full year. I'm sure they'd work with you on that. So that's the pricing. Let's get into some case studies before we log in and walk you through one on that I'll create with you. So there's a couple different case studies here. The first one being, can it pass the Turing test? And basically, this is a benchmark for them where it's creating content that is indistinguishable from a human. And that's really what we're looking to do. And so with this test, we're going to cut through. You can read it. So again, this is all on the homepage. And we just go up to your product case studies. Really what we're looking for is whether or not somebody thought that it was written by a human, written by a machine, or didn't know. So Article Forge, again, they wrote a ton of different pieces of copy. They selected a bunch. They paid 600 people to evaluate this. From Article Forge, 67% thought it was written by a human. 30% thought it was written by a machine. Now, the control test, which is a human writing written article, 59% thought it was written by a human, but 36% thought it was written by a machine when it was actually written by a human. So readers were 123% more likely to think that Article Forge articles were written by a human than by a machine, which is a pretty significant thing. So the takeaways, quite frankly, in my world are that, it is largely indistinguishable from human content. Now, let's go to the second and, to some more important piece if you're going to be working with SEO. And that is, does Article Forge content rank on Google? So there were 2 different tests that they ran. The first was that, they were creating a bunch of different articles. They tried to rank for 10 long tail keywords. With the human content, they were able to rank for 8 of the keywords, and they ranked for all of the same keywords as the Article Forge keywords. Both of them ranked for 8 out of the 10 keywords. What you'll find here is the average human content ranking jumped up in the lead early. So the first 15 days, first 2 weeks, the human written content actually ranked better. But as you can tell, the Article Forge content ranked better as they got later, up to 60 days. And that's when they stopped tracking it. So again, they were above the average ranking positions for human content. They took it a step further and said that, hey, let's look at people that are articles that ranked in the top 5 ranking positions, which are the ones that are going to get the majority of the clicks. Again, very similar numbers here. What you'll see is I think Article Forge tends to beat them out in rankings later on. However, again, the early rankings where edge goes to the human written stuff. But again, I think what you'll find is that both the written content by humans and Article Forge ranks pretty comparably, and that is very important for me. So I'm going to log in here and walk you through how we create an article. Really what they do is they kind of give you some pro tips, how to write an article. They show you examples if you need it. We're going to create a new article, but what I want you to see is that you can see all your articles that you've written here. You can integrate into WordPress. You'll just set up your WordPress login info. You can use multiple WordPress websites. So if you write for multiple websites, I have tried this out for multiple websites. It does work. You can schedule posts, and you can just get your API information. If you don't want to log in here and you want to use a tool somewhere else, API information is here. There is an affiliate program for this, so you can absolutely utilize or make money through this. New article is what we're going to do. Basically, what we do is we choose between one of 7 different languages. We enter in our main content, and then we enter in our sub keywords. So if you want to learn more, it gives you an idea of things of how to kind of utilize it well for keywords as well as sub keywords. So if you click on sub keywords, it'll give you some tips on what to do here. For fun, let's go with AI Copywriting Tools. How about that? And then let's see. What we'll do is we'll try free. You do not need commas. It does require 1 per line. Let's try SEO, and let's go with free trial. I don't want to try too much here, and I want to make this quick for you. Article length, again, very many options: 50, 250, 500, and 750. I'm going to go with 750. We're going to add titles. We're going to add an image, and we're going to add a video. You can also replace keywords with links. We can post directly to your blog, and you can add rewriting capabilities if you want to post multiple articles from Word AI here. And really what we're going to do is then just, if we're good, we're going to create new article. And what I'm going to do is, it does say it's going to take a few minutes here. I'm going to pause the video in just a second here because nobody wants to actually watch, as it does take a few minutes. So I apologize for the delay here. I actually just had a big hiccup on my computer, and very frustrating for me. So I kind of had to restart the recording here. What I do want to point out is that whether it was my fault or not, there was about a 5-minute lag between the start of the writing and the end result. But I do want to show you kind of what the results are and how it all operated. So first off, I want you to see that this can be done in text or HTML format. You can save it, you can copy it, you can export it as a text, HTML, PDF, or post it directly to WordPress. But I do, and I'm going to post this in the video below, or in the description below, so you can kind of see an example of what the writing was, and you don't have to try and read it off my screen. But basically, again, it provided me a title, AI Copywriting Tools for SEO. As we know, one of the keywords sub keywords was SEO, also had free. There are many AI copywriting tools available for online marketers. The best ones are the ones that use deep learning AI to create catchy content. Among them are Article Forge, Rytr, and CopyAI. These tools are useful for creating various types of content, such as sales copy and blog posts. You can even customize their writing style, voice, and tone. Some of these tools are less expensive than others. Either way, while you can see this is like another, they recommend other companies. It has a video, a AI content showdown that by this gentleman. I don't know who that cat is, but Kafka, it does a really nice job of creating quick copy. And again, even 5 minutes is not a bad deal for me to get a 750 750 word article. But again, it recommends a bunch of different companies. all kinds of cool stuff. And again, it's very easy. You can recommend it, say whether you like it or don't like it. And then again, just, copy paste. It'll all be saved in your My Articles area. So if you want to go back in a few weeks, to find it, it'll be right there for you. So hope you enjoyed this quick walkthrough. And if you like it or don't like it, let me know below. And please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks.